Between Two Teeth is back.
Life, health, law school, motorcycles, marriage, and whatever we're learning the hard way. Hey there, guys. This is Steph and Bobby.
Hey.
With Between Two Teeth.
Where are we at?
We're sitting next to the ocean side here, Pacific Coast.
You can probably hear the waves.
You might be able to hear the waves. Now, we're going to break down what
happened yesterday. What on earth did happen
yesterday?
A
motorcycle broke down. Now, the good news is nobody was hurt physically.
No one was hurt. I thought I blew a tire out.
Maybe.
Emotionally, there was some emotional damage, yes.
Yes, but maybe not physically. So, Bobby, you want to start us off? What happened?
You know, riding a motorcycle, we just hit some beautiful little areas. You found this lost trail.
It was the Lost Coast Highway.
We're in California. We were going to the most western part of the United States. Beautiful road, everything's cool. We get on some other road. I'm like, oh my gosh, my tire just blew out.
You know, when I saw you stop, the first thing I was, well, why the heck are you stopping, man? We got miles to cover. We got 2 hours, sun's going down.
The good thing is we have comm units.
Why are you stopping?
Maybe we'll get an episode.
And when you were like, something doesn't feel right with my bike, I'm like, it must be a you thing. Yeah. There's no way this is legit.
Well, so, you know, we had the motorcycle breakdown in Morocco. I'm sick and tired of motorcycles breaking down.
Likewise.
Yeah. We had a little bit of cell service.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I was just like, there's no way this is legit. And then when I heard the sound your bike was making, this chugging sound, it's like a marble was stuck inside your bike. I'm like, oh, this doesn't sound good.
So, metal piece broken. We're calling, trying to get help from roadside assistance. Wonderful.
It's just at the very head of the drivetrain, something called a U-joint. So how did you react?
I was like, here we go. It's we've been through this scene before.
You know, I started to think of contingency plans. I knew we were only getting out of there on one bike. And when that's the case, I just start throwing things around.
Steph's bike was smaller. We had a lot of luggage. We pack light.
Whenever our bike breaks down, what happens is that I have to ride on the back. And there's nothing wrong with riding on the back, but this is not a motorcycle that you want to ride on the back of. Yeah. The passenger seat is really a ceremonial piece that is put there as an afterthought.
Yeah.
Super small seat. And also we had 2 large Patagonia bags full of gear and just equipment. We had a contracts law book in there, a heavy laptop, and we could not fit all of the weight on the back of the bike.
And we're looking at a seal right now in the ocean. People can probably, did we say we're at the ocean? People can probably hear that thing going on. So
you get on the phone, you start talking with the company we're using, and then so
things weren't going well.
Things weren't going, but
you grabbed the phone. You're like,
I grabbed the phone. We started to figure out a plan. We needed to figure out how we were going to get out of there.
Losing light.
We had a couple different interactions with different types of people, and at the end of the day, we found the right person.
You made it happen.
Got what we needed to do.
Steffi here had the right person on the phone. Anyways, end result.
So, Bobby, what'd you learn about this?
Well, I learned that you got to be prepared. I also learned that you just got to, life happens. You just got to go with it sometimes. You got to be surrounded by people that are going to help you out when you need help. We had a bunch of people stop to try to help us, actually.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're safe. It was not fun. We almost ran out of gas. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, that was a little bit later. I mean, what happened for me, what I learned was that it is fantastic. The people here were very accommodating.
Yeah, everyone was pretty helpful.
People on the roadside, one gal actually waited and flagged cars down around a bend.
I kind of thought they were stalkers.
After, and she just wanted to help.
Are they trying to take us?
I told her multiple times that it was going to be a minute. Yeah. You know, you probably have better things to do with your day.
I'm here.
And she was like, I am not going to let you guys perish. Yeah. And it was, it was touch and go. Courage was touch and go incredible.
For a while there.
And so the other thing I learned is that when you sign up for a motorcycle trip or any adventure, you're signing up for the entire adventure. You got to realize that. So getting frustrated when things like this happen, it's just part of the bag. When we were in Africa and those bikes broke down, it's an adventure, guys. We did not sign up to sit in a hotel.
I hear you. And part of why I do motorcycling is because I needed that. I needed to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself and you. I loved that we kind of talked about restarting the podcast.
Yeah, and so you talked about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. It sounds like persistence, but when does this persistence become stubbornness?
Oh, I'm stubborn all the time. Have you met me?
Well, we both tend to push through discomfort, and yes, I have met you. You know, I don't know. Is that a strength or a weakness, you think, to be too persistent?
I think it's both.
Ooh, tell me more.
Well, what I've found in my own life, you often don't get things that you don't ask for, that you're not persistent about. Times get tough, and there's times you fall down, and that's where it's great to have someone around you that says, hey, I got you. I'm going to pick you up. That's what you did yesterday at the roadside.
I love it. You know, one of the things with persistence is, you know, you might be thought of as a little pushy. You know, when I was in residency,
No one's ever told me
I was a go-getter. I was always trying to see, hey, you know, can I get this patient back? Can I do this? Can I do that? And my program director said, hey, Steph, this is a great ethic, but you are a little pushy. So when does persistence become pushiness? And is that all that bad?
Oh, you know, I think that's for everyone to figure out, I guess.
I love it.
The world gives you all kinds of information.
So we're talking about breakdowns. Has anything else broken down over the last 2 years?
Pretty much everything's broken down.
Everything. Well, the podcast paused.
The podcast, you know, it wasn't bringing me joy. What I found in my own life, if there's things you've got to do, but if there's things you don't have to do, and you're like, what is this doing to my life force energy?
And that's the beauty of it. And I read an article, it was about a runner. And this runner, injuries riddle runners all the time.
I had a running injury one time.
This runner was specifically talking about taking breaks from running, and that he attributed to his Olympic career. And he said that on training days, he worked hard, but he had no problem giving himself sometimes 2 or 3 days in a row of walking. And he goes, everyone's so captivated by pushing every single day. Yeah. He goes, my magic was how I rested.
So here's, I guess, what I learned. There's times that you got to lay on the gas. We've done several 200-day plus mile days in a row. Today, right now, we're letting the foot off the gas.
Yeah, and we're still going to have an awesome adventure day. What Bobby doesn't know is I got 300 miles planned for him. He thinks...
In true Steffi Steph fashion.
Yeah,
yes.
We're not getting out of here for a little bit. He still has a couple of hours of repeat.
But right now, what I will say, we are at the ocean side. It's the Pacific. We're looking at seagulls. We're looking at seals. The sea mist is in the air.
And getting back to, you know, why pause podcasting? Because we were starting law school. We were taking LSATs. You know, we were doing everything, but just not all at once.
Life got busy. And we got married.
And we got married. So we planned a wedding.
And we practiced.
We applied to law school. We got in. We're through our 1L year now. We're getting through it. And, you know, we're rocking. And this was the time we were like, hey, this is podcast season for us. Let's start her back up. We enjoy this.
And the important thing is, and this is where you are excellent at pushing me, we're kind of busy. And to take an adventure like this, we're 4 days in California on motorcycles, not the most comfortable thing in the world, obviously, as we've found out, especially when things don't go right. But don't let what's going around you stop you from living a life.
That's so well said. So well said. And, you know, as I sit here and watch the seals as we do this podcast, just kind of do these real awesome dives and swims into the water, this is something that normally Bobby and I would miss because we are always moving. Yeah. Take time, slow down, and smell the roses or watch the seals, whichever you got. All right. Well, I think this wraps it up for us today. So what's one thing in your life right now, Bobby, that may not be broken, but probably needs to be repaired?
Gosh, that's a deep question.
Well, I know one thing is the U-joint on that motorcycle.
That does need to be repaired.
And it is broken, by the way. But, you know, I don't know if I would say you should fix things that aren't broken, but that's the question.
I do know. I need to continue my journey of enjoying the journey and not being so focused on the destination. That's
like someone saying my biggest flaw is that I care too much.
I knew totally you were going to say that.
I think
I got to keep preaching faith till I have it.
I think this is a striver question. I want to keep striving. I know you do too, and we want to enjoy the journey on the way. So if you want to enjoy the journey with us, follow us at B2Teeth. This is Steffi Stuff, and this is Bobby. We're out.
Peace out.